Okay, Fuss, we're coming to get you. What's going on, guys? Hello. You come upon a peaceful village resting in the shadow of a large mountain. The people there seem wary of your presence, but they seem to have a fondness for trinkets and precious objects, and they might be convinced to trade with you. Let's find the chieftain. The ruler of Papantla is a beautiful woman in her early 40s, clad in an unusually simple dress that drapes elegantly from her shoulders. She is introduced as a name you cannot pronounce, so we'll call her Zil, which her interpreter translates as Kaliandra, the name of a flower that grows in the south. Welcome to I don't want to call it Pap. It's weird. Call it Pant. Papa. Welcome to Papa, White One. Why have you come to our settlement? We wish to trade with you. She shifts her weight. We have had dealings with your kind before. They did not leave a good impression. If you wish to trade with my people, you must show them that you are different. I can see where this is going. Papa is part of Totonacapan, and it belongs to Totonac. Yet the Aztec Empire controls us all against our will. If you want to gain our favor, you must strike against the Aztec oppressors. Do you have anything particular in mind? She flashes a crooked smile. Tenochtitlan regularly sends patrols to collect their taxes and dues, and young men and women to be sacrificed upon the steps of their great temple. Track one of these patrols and kill the Aztec warriors. When the deed is done, then we will trade with you. I don't need your trust. All I wish is to trade with you. I have brought useful goods from across the land, and your traders will be enriched by my patronage. She grumbles. Perhaps you are right. We will open our market to you, but be warned that we are keeping a close eye on your actions. Yay! Hello. Goodbye. Let's go ahead and, trade. They do have a high quantity of treasure, and I am suddenly finding myself incredibly interested in acquiring treasure. For reasons. What do you have to purchase here? Can I haggle? Sweet. I haggled for no reasons. Oh. What's this place all about? Oh, there's actually two places. Well, no, there's not. There's just one more. Go ahead and create a new save file in case this location suddenly results in more curses and my wife, sleeping with other people. That would be regrettable. Oh. Tomas. Your company is moving down a busy street when you encounter a clearly European man dressed in black armor. The man was moving in the other direction, but he stops dead in his tracks when the crowd parts to reveal you. In the blink of an eye, Laszlo Paulik is at the front, weapon in hand, immaculately sharpened blade held barely an inch from the man's throat. Paulik says nothing, merely staring down his weapon into his old friend's startled eyes. Zaz stammers weakly, Laszlo? How did you find me? Laszlo's voice is calm, but it carries a cold edge. Lady Justice brought me here so that I might bring balance to her scales. He sinks heavily. What are you going to do? A slight drop in Laszlo's tone lends considerable menace to his reply. I will execute you as the deserter that you are. Please. Laszlo cuts him off before he has time to utter his plea. I will not tolerate your excuses. It was a brutal battle, is that what you were going to say? The brutality of the battle only made your flight a greater betrayal. No. You thought you were going to die? Because of you, we lost people that might otherwise have lived. Our left flank fell within minutes. We were completely overrun, and Alviano was killed. Frustrated, Zaz screams at the top of his lungs, spittle flying through the air. It made no difference! The fight was already lost, and you know it. If I hadn't run, that flank had fallen anyway, and I would have followed with it. It would just have been another senseless death, and with a swift and powerful thrust, Laszlo leads his weapon directly through Tomas's torso. The deserter splutters and spits out blood, gazing uncomprehending at the steel protruding from his chest. Mausoleus leans closer. His voice is shaking slightly. We were friends, Tomas. Brothers in arms, and you betrayed me. Your reasons really don't matter. Laszlo retracts his sword with a crew pull, and Zos falls to the ground, staring at his old friend as the light fades from his eyes. Laszlo stands with the body, still as a statue. Oh, god damn it. You lied to me. Without moving, Laszlo replies, everything I told you was true. Why didn't you explain your true goal? He shakes his head. I didn't know that I would kill him until I looked into his eyes. What did you see? It doesn't matter what I saw. What I felt was anger and betrayal. Are you satisfied now? His grip on his weapon tightens. It had to be done. I had to restore honor to our company. If you will no longer want my service after this, I understand. I will find my way back to Santo Domingo. Otherwise, I will follow you until you dismiss me. Well, this will be my opportunity to see that extra scholar in action, although I can't really say I particularly care about him, because there's people, like my wife, I haven't even used in a combat situation, or the civilian, but I don't think I'm going to count, her as, if there's ever a situation in which I'm taking her into a combat, I think I have a problem. And losing a person would take me down below 14, which would be the magical number, but I'm really not particularly interested in getting an extra scout, because my style of gameplay in this particular playthrough is not geared towards actually using scholars. And, you know, I only have so many materials to do constructions. I'm kind of through over half of my inventing. So, Besides, if I get anyone else to join the group, that Miguel might leave anyway. Because we have too many people, which would annoy me. I also might lose someone between now and the end of the game, so... You did the right thing today. This changes nothing. Laszlo salutes. It is my privilege to serve you. Fantastic. You're damn right it's your privilege. You are damn right. That is the type of service I am talking about, everyone. That is what I need in my life. Just people to lie straight through their teeth to my face. Oh boy. Oh, Totonac hunters. In a lush valley between two looming mountains, you cross the path of a Totonac hunting party. They are 8, mostly trappers, with a few warriors among them and the unmistakable feathered silhouette of a shaman. They come to a stop as soon as they see you, regarding your group from a safe distance, awaiting your move. Laszlo shifts his weight restlessly. They don't look too dangerous in a straight-up fight, but if they catch us unawares from behind, they might do us some damage. Better to... Let us approach with our weapons sheathed. Our aggressive followers have lost morale. Your people carefully follow you past the Totonac hunters. You take care to avoid moving your troops in anything that might resemble a combat formation. The warriors regard you nervously, but not aggressively. You pass them until they were outside to your expedition members breathe a sigh of relief. Oh my goodness, he didn't try to kill everyone he encountered. Oh my god. Okay. I thought I was going to continue to lose morale from encountering them. I was going to have, there were going to be angry words, for the fuck's sakes. You're not making this easy on me. Will you go away? Thank you. You bastards are seriously tempting me to kill you. Don't tempt me to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to be the bad guy. Well, I made too many lanterns. Oh well. I don't think I need any more things for the time being, actually, so you go hunt. I have someone preserving. Do I? Oops. I meant to put you on herbalism. In which case, I guess I can have you preserve. It'll be fine. Let's go. Alright. On your nightly round, you pass Rita Martinez's post. She leans on her polearm as you come closer and smiles. Old debts. Oh. I think this is the first time we've heard anything from Rita. Good evening, senor. She called me senor instead of Capitan. How are you holding up? What do you mean? You've got a lot on your mind, I'm sure. A lot of responsibility keeping us all alive and happy. Are you doing well yourself? Huh. 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 I don't know how I'm doing. I'm sure it must be lonely to be in command sometimes. Just remember, we'd all put our lives on the line for you if it comes to that. I know. Do you think your father would be proud of us? The memory is a little rusty here, but from what I remember from Rita's backstory, we had significant ties with her all the way back then, and, you know, I think that's one of the reasons I brought her along. It did seem like that a few people, though, particularly the soldier category, did have some ties back to the family. Who knows what would make the old man proud? I'm sure he's proud of you. He really had to work hard to keep it bottled up when he saw us off. That was probably just a mild case of constipation. Rita chuckles. Well, I must finish my rounds. She stands at attention. Eat con Dios, Capitan Reaper. Have a good night. And as a refresher course, mainly for myself, yes. She was a street urchin, and our father took her in, and she trained quite a bit, and she wanted to repay her debt to, my father. The average morale is unwavering. Yes, yes it is. Good, good. It's taken my character some time. You know, he's obviously, you know, not the best or most skilled at leadership, so needed some warming up. The officer there is helping. Courtesy of having the wonderful Bernardo on the team. And, man, has he been a considerable boon to the cause. Thinking, I do have enough experience points to actually promote someone else. And I'm thinking... I got Alvarado promoted. Sanchez was promoted to Veteran 2, I think, just in case I decided that something happened to Pedro. I have my 3 soldiers that I use in combat. Let's go ahead and get the scouts promoted up. We'll go ahead and promote Anna first. It'll actually give Carlos extra morale. No. Oh, I forgot about this from the book. Promoting scouts to veteran gives them a range attack of sorts, which is rather delightful. Now, scouts need the extra movement the least. They already have 8 movement. you know, giving them Strider would only take them up to 9 movement. So I think the extra movement in their case isn't such a big of a deal. What I think I might do for both the scouts instead, something that they have problem with is sturdiness. And I think what I'll actually end up doing here is giving them 10 extra points of endurance. Oh, Carlos did not gain morale from that. And we'll give you backup guard capabilities. I think so, I think so. Yes. Off duty, she is remarkable for having several lovers and not even attempting to conceal her conduct. Naturally, this gives rise to all sorts of gossiping, jealousy, and contempt. She seems perfectly disinterested in all of it. Yes. Right. I remember what you did, Tayana. I remember what you did. I'm like the heartbroken, you know, significant other, the lover, which usually is typecast as the female in our cultural society, who remembers when the man cheats on her, and, you know, she forgives for the time being, but it just nestles in the back of her head. Just sits there, rotting and rotting. And eventually, that's when the terrorists win. Just go ahead and preserve what we got. It's fine. Now, let's go ahead and get ourselves into some trouble here, I suppose. I say that because I'm going to a rather dangerous place for me, I feel, after what happened and all. Ooh, prizes. How can it be dangerous when there are prizes to be had, right? Right. I might not even go in there. I might just even skip it entirely. Particularly for such great prizes like this, which I'll have to swing around to grab. Let us think deeply. And come to our own conclusions about things. Hunt. We spend a lot of our time hunting, it seems, but, you know, food is a concern, or has been. Well, it could always be. I'm not really making much sense. Go and grab this point of interest, because I see it and all. Grab it. Good. Good. Cool. Crates of useful resources. I am most welcome to having them. Let's go ahead and grab another point of interest. We'll have to be sleeping on the road, but that's fine. It does increase hunt difficulty, but patrol difficulty is lowered. So we might find interesting things. Oh, we had some meat spoil during the night. Oh well. Pudding Cross. I'm constantly getting distracted. You know, I just might end up making my way south to Tenochtitlan. Wouldn't that be something? Oh, Gutierrez. Oh. Your expedition is carefully making its way up a narrow path on the side of a mountain when you turn a corner to be faced with a beautiful view. Rose-colored clouds stretch across the sky and reflect the sun's light across the lush landscape far below you. A single sturdy tree, timelessly ancient, makes a striking silhouette at the top of a rock outcropping. Beneath its canopy stands a solitary wooden cross. The side of the cross facing away from the cliff is engraved with the outlines of a flower and nothing more. Into the backside, the following inscription has been artfully carved. Sweet mountain flower, justice will be done. At the foot of the cross arranged to face away from the cross and towards the horizon, is an exquisite conquistador's helmet engraved with a gold pattern. You recognize the helmet as soon as you pick it up. It belonged to the conquistador Felipe Gutierrez, who was sent on an expedition 3 years prior to yours, from which nobody ever returned. Beneath the helmet is a small, distinctly feminine pouch full of medicinal herbs and remedies. The name Inez is stitched into it. Gabrielle Ybarra leans forward. That helmet looks valuable. I'm just putting it out there. From behind her, Alejandro Pintado raised his hand in warning. This site is a memorial for somebody who fell in service to the Spanish crown. Taking the helmet is the equivalent of disturbing the grave of a Christian. Carlos, who is also greedy, raises his hand from the back. Capitan, if I may, regardless of Gutierrez's intentions, the dead do not need armor, the living do. A lot of care went into the making of this helmet. It might save one of our lives someday. Let's leave the helmet and take the medicine. I actually wish I had saved now. Let's actually try out another sort of option here. I'm curious. No pious followers gaining morale or anything. It's like, it's fine. The greedy people are upset because we left one helmet behind, even though it's embossed with gold. And the cautious followers, I don't understand that one. It's like, oh, we're not taking a helmet. We're not doing everything we could be doing. What the hell? I don't understand these people. Alright, Teresa pops up. Instead of Gabriella. We're gonna take everything then. And then the pious followers and the proud followers lose morale instead. You know what? You're all stupid. You're all stupid. We're going with my original option. You're all dumb. Oh, man. We get to see interesting dialogue flowing, right, everyone? Interesting dialogue flowing. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going with my original option. It seems that you're cursed to lose morale with people, whichever way you go. And, I suppose if you're making the best pick, regards to a value-wise, you would look to make a pick which impacts your people the least. Well, nuts to that. Well, Carlos pops in, then Daniela pops in, and then Alejandro pops in. Interesting that Alejandro now pops in on this side of things, right? We're gonna leave the helmet and take the medicine. So we gain 25 medicine, 25 experience points. So, now, as a refresher, greedy followers and cautious followers lost morale. So, Teresa lost morale. As did... Well, you're fucked either way with Alejandro, because he's cautious, proud, and pious. Gabriella lost morale, because she's greedy. Carlos tanked, because he's greedy and cautious. Julio is greedy. Anna is greedy. Daniela's fine. Bernardo is fine. Isabella's cautious. Laszlo's fine. And she's fine. And fine. Yeah. Whereas if we had offended proud and pious followers, we're still looking at a sum of people anyway, who are either proud or pious or both. Say, for example, Julio was going to get upset either way about that, too. Makes me feel like I'm playing a Paradox game. Particularly like the Europa Universalis franchise, and I'm looking at like lose stability or lose stability. One of those events. Oh man. Well, that was certainly fun. I greatly enjoyed that. Alright. How about you get back to herbalism? It's a good thing that I've nurtured this morale somehow. Because, Lord knows I'm needing it. Yeah, Carlos is definitely not feeling it. I crushed his hopes and dreams. And that's why we lost 633 valuables, everyone. Because really, we're just too powerful. We need to be curved down a bit. And on that note,